there was a husband and a wife. They were very poor. All day long, they ate nothing but beans and did nothing but work. The mother used birth control, along with a backup IUD and ring. And the father used lots and lots of condoms. And sometimes they even added in a diaphragm pull-out prayer method. Just in case. They took all of these precautions because they knew they could not afford to have a baby. Nevertheless, the mother still somehow managed to become pregnant. They were, of course, horrified. They could not afford to buy any more beans. Their child would surely starve, and they did not know what to do. Then one day, the mother ran across an article in a newspaper about circus freaks and how very famous they were, like celebrities. She thought and thought about that article and eventually came to a happy conclusion. If her child was born a freak, then she could sell it to the circus. Then her baby wouldn't starve and they would make some money. So in order to give her child the best life possible, she began to punch her stomach daily, fall down the stairs, and drink lots of alcohol. And then one day she had a baby. Unfortunately, despite all of her hard work and efforts, it was a perfectly healthy, normal baby. Both mother and father were saddened by the miraculous child they had produced. Oh, what are we gonna do? Our baby will starve! Oh.
Well, why do you have to be so perfect, baby? Now you're gonna die!
They were distraught. But then father had an idea.
Baby's bones are so soft. If we put baby in something small and we don't let it out for many years, then the baby will mold into that shape. Then the baby will be a freak and can have a happy life.
Mother was not convinced.
Well, how will baby eat? Or shit? Shitting is important for a baby's health.
We'll put the baby in a jug. We'll put a hole at the top for baby to eat and a hole at the bottom for baby to shit. Baby will be fine.
Mother agreed. It was the only possible solution. So father crafted a jug. It was a really beautiful jug. On the inside, father painted angels holding back curtains of stars, and goats and fairies and gnomes cajoling and patrolling with joy. It was a far more beautiful world inside than out. Once the jug was finished, mother kissed baby very tenderously on its tummy, and father kissed baby very solemn on its arm, and they placed the sleeping baby in the jug.
We shall name baby Jug-Baby. And for the rest of baby's life, it shall be called Jug-Baby.
And this was the beginning of Jug-Baby's life. Oh yes, at first, Jug-Baby cried and cried, and mother cried to hear Jug-Baby cry, and father cried inside tears. Those are like a heart trying to break out of a chest too small. They didn't sleep for 3 whole months for the crying. But then, one day, Jug-Baby forgot how to cry. All rejoiced and slept. And so it went. 18 years, Jug-Baby lived in its jug. Now, at first, Mother and Father agonized over what to tell Jug-Baby about its imprisonment. They both knew that a fundamental law of the universe is that energy can be transformed, but it cannot be created or destroyed. They also knew another fundamental law, which is that truth is icky and painful, and certainly not for eyes that had only ever seen angels holding back curtains of stars. So they decided on a less than truth to tell Jug-Baby. They decided to tell Jug-Baby they were hiding it from the world, and the world was actually a monster with teeth like Cutco knives. And the world wanted to eat Jug-Baby. Jug-Baby just accepted that. And it's happily stayed in its jug where it was safe, and beautiful angels sang it to sleep every night. Jug-Baby sat in its jug and listened to its body change every day. Jug-Baby could hear its ribs rounding down, hear its fingers cramping slowly, hear its legs bending and warping around each other. Jug-Baby listened to its body change for 18 years. Until one day, Mother and Father ran up to the jug.
Jug-Baby!
Jug-Baby!
It's time for you to come out of the jug!
Jug-Baby was not convinced this was true.
Don't worry, Jug-Baby. We found a new home for you where you'll be safe from the big wide world.
And with that, Father took out a hammer and went smash, smash to the jug. Everyone was very still for a very long time. A damp smell filled the room. But before anyone could do anything, there was a knock at the little cottage door. Oh, poor folks always live in little ramshackle cottages, which are called cottages because they use cottage cheese as insulation. Here's a secret. It doesn't work very well. Mother and Father ran to the door and opened it with a grand flourish, and in walked the boss man. You must all know about the boss man. He's very paunchy and he oils his forehead daily. He has machines up there. Boss man runs the lives of everyone who lives in cottages. He has a lot of money.
I've come for my mutant dwarf.
And here it is, sir!
Jug-Baby's muscles were fairly well atrophied by now, but as Mother revealed it to Boss Man, it was reaching out a bent little arm to retrieve a piece of jug with an angel painted on it.
Well, that is ghastly. Well done.
Father and Mother beamed. Boss Man pulled out a briefcase with lots of green paper in it and handed it over to Mother, who began to cry inside and outside tears at the same time.
Well, come on then, ugly monster.
And so, without any goodbyes or hugs or any more inside or outside tears, Boss Man scooped up Jug-Baby and took it away from the little cottage forever. And so we must leave Mother and Father. We must hope that they used the briefcase with lots of green paper in it to buy a new home, preferably one without cottage cheese to insulate it. But we will never know, for we must stay with Jug-Baby. Now, Jug-Baby was confused, but mostly almost happy about its new situation. The big wide world had not yet tried to eat it, and the outside of the jug was looking very exciting so far. It was about to look even more exciting.
young bimbo wife.
Jug-Baby was very mostly almost happy to see her. She looked like an angel. She had long wavy hair all the way down to her tight little bum-bum and a very tight little bum-bum. She was beautiful and bored. Ah, where's my present?
Here it is. Allow me to present. What's your name again, ugly monster?
Jug-Baby knew that Mother had said it should always be called Jug-Baby, so it informed Boss Man of that fact.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's too long. From now on, you'll just be Gug. Here, wife. Here is Gug.
Ew, that's repulsive. Does it do anything like, I don't know, dance?
It does whatever you like it to do. Gug, dance.
But Jug-Baby had never danced before. In fact, Jug-Baby had never walked before. In fact, Jug-Baby had never really moved at all, and it was getting pretty tired just from standing there. So Jug-Baby sat down. Or lay down. I don't know, it's really hard to tell what it's doing. It's not dancing.
Dance, Gug. Dance, Gug. Dance, 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 dance.
Jug-Baby thought this was about the funniest thing it had ever seen. In fact, it was the only funny thing Jug-Baby had ever seen. So it made Jug-Baby laugh, which made it even more tired. Ugh. I'm gonna go languish and be anguished for a few hours. Call me when, if it dances. Boss Man was not very mostly almost happy about this night. Jug-Baby, however, was still mostly almost happy about everything, and it promptly fell asleep. When it awoke again, it was in the back seat of Boss Man's shiny, new motor car. And the motor car was parked underneath a beautiful neon pink sign. Jug-Baby liked pink. It looked like young bimbo wife smelled. In the front seat, Boss Man was purring like a cat. A fat cat, full of fatty canned cat food even better than Fancy Feast.
We are set apart by more than just class or wealth. It is taste that defines us, separates us, elevates us. It is taste that makes us fit to rule.
It is a little-known fact that Boss Man did indeed sometimes partake in a small martini glass of the most expensive cat food in the world. He would never let anyone know this. He even bought a cat to cover up his cat food expenses. Although he would never feed the cat the food, he fed the cat Fancy Feast. Secretly, he despised the cat, probably because deep down inside he felt guilty for eating the food that was meant for it. It was a really nice cat, though.
No, Gug. Since you have failed to bring young bimbo wife out of her deep depression and make her love me, I am selling you to a pimp who shall whore you out for money. Men shall use you. Women shall use you. Perhaps dogs and snakes and hamsters shall use you, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure how they would get their paws on some money, but it's conceivable if they did get their paws on some money, they would use you too. Your body must not belong to you anymore unless you pay for it, for that is the way of things.
gotten bored and fallen asleep. Exasperated, Bossman picked up Jug-Baby and threw it inside the neon pink sign whorehouse and drove away. Hopefully forever. Inside the neon pink sign whorehouse, where Jug-Baby now lay on the suspiciously sticky carpet, there was a man named Ski Chickens, who was talking to a painted woman, talking to a whore, talking to his bitch.
Take that John up to 232C. I'm gonna get John to turn over the job of that John in a jiffy.
His bitch exhaled a stereotypical puff of smoke out of her dangling cigarette and waggled over to Jug-Baby on her flagrant red pumps, dropping the lipstick-stained butt perilously close to its hand or foot. His bitch squatted down, her twat twatting out from underneath her short polyester skirt as she did. His bitch stared at Jug-Baby. Jug-Baby stared at the twat.
Oh my god.
The twat. Or let's call it a cunt or a kitten or a vagina. Let's just call it a vagina. The vagina wasn't a particularly good-looking vagina. It smelled very good, even as far as vaginas go. Half the labia was dark brown, and the other half a harsh and irritated red. The clit wiggled and waggled, just like his bitch's feet in those flagrant red pumps, and was nearly the same tint, to say nothing of its length. It was, in all honesty, not anywhere close to being a good-looking vagina. When Jug-Baby saw that vagina, it began to feel its first really big feeling ever. A feeling so big it made all other feelings feel like no feelings at all. Jug-Baby was in love. Now, Jug-Baby had seen very few things outside of the jug, and all of those things were different and new and exotic, but all of those things looked like pieces on a child's puzzle, fitting exactly into their place, belonging in the world. The vagina, did not. The vagina was as wrinkly and lumpy as Jug-Baby itself. Jug-Baby looked at it like it was looking into a mirror. The illustrious and off-sided they say that if an animal can recognize itself in a mirror, it proves it has advanced intelligence and self-awareness, that it's more, human than other animals. Well, when Jug-Baby looked at that vagina, it came closer to becoming a human. It longed to swim inside it, to lay inside it like a warm jug. Jug-Baby moved quickly in its joy and thrust its head into the vagina. Well, you'll fit right in here. But let's save the hanky-panky for later. Up to room 232C with you. Jug-Baby longed to be carried up inside of his bitch's vagina, but had to settle for the fireman's carry. His bitch took Jug-Baby up 2 flights of stereotypically rusty stairs and opened a green door. Inside was a single mattress on a rickety frame. This was room 232C of the neon pink sign whorehouse, and this was Jug-Baby's new home. Whew! Well, you may be small, but you're sure as hell compact. It's like all of you's gotten pressed together, like you've been inside an itty-bitty box your whole life with no room to grow. I'm glad! Jug-Baby was so happy that someone knew about where it was from. Jug-Baby hoped that the vagina would say something next. Jug-Baby hoped that it and the vagina would be friends for a very long time. Now, this was the first thing that his bitch had heard Jug-Baby say, and although its words sounded all mushy and mangled like oatmeal run over by a truck, she thought, no, she knew. She understood it. You just say, a jug? Jug-Baby was disappointed that the vagina still wasn't speaking. Disappointment didn't feel like much of a real feeling at all anymore, so it made Jug-Baby sleepy, so Jug-Baby fell asleep. His bitch was confused at the maternal feelings stirring in her brain and in her twat. She wasn't even aware that twats could have maternal feelings, or feelings at all of the emotional or physical kind. She was pretty much dead down there. She was confused that she should feel such a confusing thing towards a creature now laying in perfect tuberosity, drooling or peeing on the disgusting mattress in front of her. She bent down to give Jug-Baby a tender kiss. But just then, Skeet Jiggets walked into the room.
Well, well, well. I don't know quite what it is I thought myself, y'all. Could be a boy, a girl, a diddle-eyed Joe to a damned if I know. But I venture we should check.
Well, let me do it. It was really hard to know where to start. So his bitch began by folding Jug-Baby like a pile of warm laundry, fresh out of the microwave. Fold, press, press. His bitch thought about how much Jug-Baby loved her twat. His bitch didn't know that anyone could love a twat. Twats were not meant to be loved. Twist, grab, grab. And there it was. His bitch stared long and hard at the space in between Jug-Baby's legs. She tremulously raised a hand to touch it. Before she could confirm what she had seen, Jug-Baby folded back up on itself.
Oh, shit, he's bitch. Y'all know what you're doing? Out of the way.
Skeet knew how to handle flesh. Pinch, tickle, grab. Tease, appease, tweeze. A toe. Tickle, topple, tittle. Skeet thought about his big prick. Skeet often wondered if other men had pricks as big as his. Skeet hoped not. Twist, grab, grab. And there it was. Just as quickly as it had appeared, zip! Jug-Baby folded back up again. They quickly conferred to confirm.
Well,
It's just like I thought.
me too.
Simultaneously. A boy, a girl! Well, this caused a bit of confusion. Let me assure you they quickly determined Jug-Baby was not a hermaphrodite. They each did a quality control check and invited the entire staff up to inspect. And indeed, every single one of them saw something different, new and exotic in between those legs. His bitch was in shock. Skeet Jiggets was seeing dollars.
Well, that girl Jones has a gazillion genitals. We're gonna make it gazillion over here. Her, she, he, it, them, I don't care what it is. Long as it keeps on being what it is, which is whatever it is that I want that it is. That thing is gonna be the most famous prostitute in the world.
And without another word, thank God, Skeet ran off to find some Johns. His bitch was alone with Jug-Baby, who awoke and sighed a marshmallow sigh. Hi. You blind? Ye down loop bow. His bitch felt overpowering compassion well up inside her, mirror neurons firing a 21-gun salute. She rushed to embrace Jug-Baby, flinging her arms around what she was sure was its shoulders, but turned out to actually be its face. She pulled her hands back slowly, worried that she'd pressed them too deep into an eye socket or a nostril, but where her hands had been, there was now a beautiful, bee-stung mouth. Is this my mouth? His bitch stood up in shock and dropped Jug-Baby back on the bed, and the beautiful mouth twisted and contorted into the thin, wriggly line it had been before, but it had happened. Jug-Baby had spoken in a clear and beautiful voice, the voice of young Bimbo Wife when she'd been happy. She'd ever been. The voice of his bitch when she'd been a child. If she'd ever been. The voice of angels holding back curtains of stars. Jug-Baby could remember those. They definitely had been. Suddenly, his bitch couldn't bear the thought of Jug-Baby becoming the most famous prostitute in the world. Oh, not because of the sex. No. I mean, his bitch didn't think sex was a bad thing or even a thing at all. Sex was like baking bread too long, smelling up the house of comfort, but ultimately resulting in nothing more than a burnt and brittle crust. If there had been any bread left inside, his bitch had chewed through it long ago. Now there was nothing appetizing or unappetizing about it. It was simply inedible. No, it wasn't the sex. It was that molding. She had done it. She had made this monstrous mound into something miraculous with her hands. And given time, she could make Jug-Baby into the greatest thing ever seen by man. She knew it! But before she could think of what there was to do, Skeet Jiggets had returned, and his bitch felt her insides become small and very runny, for Skeet Jiggets had returned with a John. And his bitch knew she could do nothing but run out of the room, bits of Jug-Baby's soft, rotted flesh still clinging to her fingertips as she pressed them to the crown of her nose. Skeet Jiggets discreetly closed the door after her and left Jug-Baby alone with the John. From here, I just want to put it off, prolong and pontificate, piddle-paddle and skedaddle, but we must stay with Jug-Baby. Jug-Baby was almost drunk with meeting at this point. All of the toxins stored away in muscles never used now pushed out into the bloodstream. The curio cabinet of its physique was rearranged and unordered. The tiny unicorns of fat were sharing a shelf with a nativity scene made out of cellulite. It was an unholy scene beneath the skin. There's no need to describe it. It's everything you know it to be. It's dark and wet, too fast, too slow. Minds wander and then reproach themselves. There's a lot of disgusting noises that you have to ignore, and a lot of things getting stuck in your teeth. Teeth, you wish you could just get rid of them. Your nails are too long, you're scratching her. Don't fart, don't fart, don't fart. Maybe I should make some noise to cover that up. Maybe I should make less noise. There's an endless list of might-have-beens and missed opportunities clouding the present moment until it's barely visible, thank God. For it is stinky and noisy and endlessly repetitive. Yet, more than anything for Jug-Baby was the desire, inexplicable and inescapable, to say yes. Jug-Baby didn't know how to say anything. Not yes, not maybe, and certainly not no. And would it matter if it did? And if you don't know what you're saying or why you need to say it, then even these most powerful words become meaningless exhalations of breath. Jug-Baby could only do what was easiest, and that meant yes. Pushing out at its bloodstream, screaming in its lips, saying yes. Just say yes. Just say yes. So easy as cream. Jug-Baby relaxed its flesh and let it spill all over the bed in curdles. The whooshing of its body, a breathless and bodiless yes. The John stood up in shock and awe, on the brink of whispering something, a promise of fealty, devotion, pretty woman too. But words. Words. Words are so hard to form in mouths and on tongues. I mean, more than art, physics, or food, words just don't conform to any appendage we've evolved here in our short time here on Earth. Darwin, nature, mutation, permeations, just give us something that will make us capable of dealing with words, please. Anything that will give us the capacity to make or absorb them. But we're still just creatures of the jungle. John could think of nothing to say. So he left room 232C of the neon pink sign house. Thankfully, it wasn't long until his bitch came running in and took one look at that skin saturating the starch sheets and didn't think, just shaped and shaped. What she knew she could do for Jug-Baby. Match X to Y and Y to X and X to Y again. It is a debilitatingly simple process. Even you and I could make a baby. It's that easy. Jug-Baby breathed, eased and descended low into its deformities, at long last able to take stock of its displaced limbs. Yes, this was truly the big wide world with teeth like Cutco knives, chewing Jug-Baby up long and slow, salivating all the while to keep it moist. Jug-Baby still didn't remember how to cry inside or outside tears. Maybe it didn't need to. So instead it breathed, terribly and deep. His bitch knew how to cry inside and outside tears, but she kept those to herself for now. Instead, she took her hand and rubbed it on her twat. Rubbed it long and deep until it stunk and then held it under Jug-Baby's nose. A sedative for a baby raised in a jug, to be sure. Jug-Baby smiled at the scent and did what it did best, falling happily asleep. His bitch